This is DFW Home Talk, where we educate you on the real facts of the local real estate, credit, and finance markets, empowering you to make informed decisions for you and your family, achieve financial goals, and the dream of home ownership with financial security. Now your host, Kimberly Beckham.
It is imperative when you're investing in real estate to make sure that you're making a good investment, and that all starts with a home inspection of the property. You wouldn't go buy a car without having it checked out, would you? Christopher Carlson is the owner and licensed home inspector with NTXPro Spec, and he's a member of the Colleyville Chamber of Commerce and Metro Tex Association of Realtors. With an ever-growing business, Chris has multiple inspectors that serve several counties in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Welcome, Chris.
Thank you very much.
What exactly is a home inspection, and why should someone buying real estate, what's the importance of having that?
Well, Dwayne touched on it earlier. Having an inspection, essentially we're doing a comprehensive look at the house or the property. We're taking 3 to 4 hours and literally testing everything. We're getting up on the roof, looking at the foundation. We're going wall to wall. We're doing all the plumbing and all the electrical. And then at the end, we're typically trying to get our clients there with their agents, and we go over the entire report, go over all the pictures that we found, the significance of their concerns, possibly if the house had any kind of foundation or renovations or anything like that. We address those at that time. So with that report, we're taking a snapshot of the house, essentially then if it's 10 years old, 20 years old, 30 years, what have you, or brand new house.
So you said you test the plumbing and electrical. How do you do that?
Well, it's long story short, we essentially try to flood the house. We make sure every single fixture has hot water and cold water. We make sure that the system's bonded, so no kind of electrical issues or anything are coming through the actual plumbing. When we go around, we check the water pressure of the house. If it's within standard, typically 40 to 80 psi is what we're looking for. Of course, that's technical terms, but we fill up all the bathtubs. If there's jacuzzi tubs, we check those. We make sure on the electrical side of there that they're bonded and doing like they're supposed to. But the most important thing is we're looking for leaks on the plumbing side. On the drain side, make sure that essentially everybody has leaks under their cabinets eventually. On the supply side, make sure that we got plenty of water coming through and it's not leaking on that side as well.
So why would this benefit the homeowner? I mean, I know it's a little bit of common sense to have this report, but why is it so important for the homeowner to have a home inspection when they're fixing to invest hundreds of thousands of dollars in a property?
Right, exactly. And it's doing inspections, it's every day for me. It's like, hey, if you're spending X amount of dollars, and typically it's the largest investment of your house, or of your life, and why wouldn't you do an inspection? Why wouldn't you want to learn about the property that you're fixing to live in for the next 5, 10, 20 years, maybe even longer? So when we do that, we take a lot of pride in, for instance, checking the plumbing. We make sure that the water heaters are working properly. We make sure that there's enough water going through the entire house that it's going to sustain your family and or a family, when you do possibly resell it, it's actually going to hold up to everybody living in there.
So that homeowner or the potential buyer can take that report, and that gives them leverage to negotiate maybe some of those things being fixed or addressed prior to the property closing.
Sometimes when we, in the state of Texas, it's imperative that when a buyer purchases a home inspection, it's their report and it's nobody else's. It's not their agents. It's not the sellers. It's not even the seller's agent's reports. So really it's finding out everything about that house, and then if they choose to do any kind of negotiation or repair amendment or anything like that, I always encourage go back to your agent, and address those issues with it, because that's the most important interface between us and the agents is have a good working relationship and put it back in the hands of everybody that's involved, especially on the money side of it, and then give them the facts that they need.